I'm not sure. Okay, I think I'm live. Um, I wanted to say hi to everybody. I know it's been a little while since I've been on. I haven't done any lives, but I really didn't know what to say. I mean, since I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I felt that I really needed to learn everything I could. It's just been an amazing journey, not easy, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit what was going on. So I had to have a biopsy because I felt a lump in my breast, and that diagnosis came back that I had um, invasive mammary adenocarcinoma, and they biopsied both lumps that I had, and they both came back the same thing. So that was the beginning of my journey. Uh, the doctor told me basically, he said, get on your army armor, we're going to fight a battle. So I met a girl. I have to tell you this. I met this girl. She came into the salon. Her name was Michelle, and she's Michelle with one L. She was a 37-year-old breast cancer survivor, and she said, Michelle, if your biopsy comes back and you do have cancer, she said, I'll take you by the hand and I'll walk with you on this journey. Well, I felt like she is. She's like been an angel in my life, and she told me to take charge of my health, to learn and get as much knowledge as I could. And so I started doing that. I started reading everything I could get my hands on. I purchased a book, and it was written by a breast cancer surgeon, and she basically gave me so many answers to so many questions. Dick and I would sit here and read and read. He'd read for a while, I'd read for a while. Some of the things were scary to read, and but yet as I got more knowledge, I felt that I was getting stronger. So it gave me some sort of hope to know where to start. My famous line that I have shared with Dick, I felt like somebody just put me in a small boat and dumped me out in the middle of the ocean and said, here's just very little supplies and very little resources. Uh, Figure it out. So that's what I started to do. I needed to figure it out. You feel so alone because you don't understand what you're supposed to do next. So this girl told me to start looking around, finding the best hospitals, and what I should do. Started calling Moffitt, Orlando. I called all these places, and it just didn't seem like the right fit. And I asked all my friends to start praying because that's the first thing I needed. Everybody wants to know what they can do to help, and I needed prayer, and I needed direction. I needed wisdom and guidance from God so that I could know what to do because I didn't know. I've never done this before. So I started searching, and I had all these closed doors, and I couldn't figure out why. And the book was telling me, you need three opinions, always get three opinions. So we started looking and finding, and I ended up finding a place in Tampa. It was St. Joe's Hospital, and I loved the doctor. Everything about it was amazing. It wasn't far from home, maybe an hour and a half. We had another option. We could go to Atlanta. We could search out that. And I had a local doctor. Well, Tampa was my choice. We went there and it was great. But then as the pandemic got worse, I was alone again. Dick had to stay outside. He couldn't come in. He had to sit in the car. Conversations were just, it was not good. I mean, during a pandemic and having breast cancer, I'm like, it is God's perfect timing because something great happened to me. So many opportunities beyond my wildest dreams. And he gave me a verse in Ephesians 3:20. He can do immeasurably more than you can ever imagine, and he has. Um, I'm going to be going to New Orleans. I've canceled my surgery in Tampa. There's a lot of details. I could stay on here and tell you all of them, but I just said God's perfect timing. I had to wait this long. And I'm going to be going to New Orleans to a breast restorative center. I've researched, I've studied, I'm in support groups. I've learned so much about it. I even know somebody that has went there, and she has shared her story with me as well. So I'm going to be going. August 21st is my surgery date. Dick and I are going to leave on the 18th. We're going to be going and meeting the surgeon, meeting the doctor, starting the process all over again, and getting this cancer taken care of. I'm a lot stronger than I was. I still have my weak moments. I have to say that because I don't even know why I cry sometimes, and I just do. And I know a lot of it has to do with stress. But again, in God's perfect timing in a pandemic, I'm going to New Orleans, and amazing things have happened to be able to go to this place and have this particular type of surgery that I'm going to be having, where they use your own body tissue to reconstruct you, and you feel more like yourself. And that's what I really wanted to do. Is I didn't want to alter or change myself. I wanted to just stay the same if I could be the same. And with this, I'm going to get to go. They are in my network, but my girlfriend started a GoFundMe for me, and I'm very thankful. I never really even thought of that, but I know God always has provided for me, and He will continue. So I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 to this because my brain is just filled with so many things, and I've got things coming and going and fast, and I can't even remember sometimes some of the things I want to say to you all. But I do want to say this. I'm going to be taken care of very well. It's unbelievable that I'm going to be able to go and do this. So please continue to pray for me, pray for our travels as we leave on the 18th and as we come home on the 29th. It's going to be a long time. It's a big surgery. I love you all. Thank you for your support and for all of your prayers. It means the world to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.